check in here, you'll find blueprints. It probably is better on a night raid. It's not really dropping much for me today, but yeah, there's sometimes a gun box here. As you can see, I'm coming in with nothing, do a quick run, just so I've got a safe pocket. So then I don't think there's anything here. No, there's nothing. So then you go out, and then you basically want to get to the lobby. So you just run across. Lobby is this way from the atrium. This takes you to the very top floor. And if you breach from the corner, you can actually turn the camera so you can see who's coming behind you. So this is the very top floor. So you can start it from either way. Remember, check the bins. You want to go into here. At the end of the lobby bit, you always want to check this room. This is that room. You always want to check these because they have all the good shit. Oh shit. Check these if you want sensors and stuff, sensors and processors. You can either go into this room, so you get into this lobby bit. Like I say, there's a gun. There's usually a gun box. There's a gun box, usually here, but sometimes there. On this bit here, or in this corner, there's sometimes a backpack. There is a shredder that goes around here, but again, check all the bins. There's usually one there. There's one up on this side. There's a wristwatch for one of you guys. So you basically just want to run it around here. So once you've done all of this side, it's mostly just bins and stuff here. Oh shit. The bins, check these things because you can get extras modules and accelerators on all of these. There's a bin over there. There's another one of these things. There's magnets. You get a lot of magnets. There's a mag accelerator. Shit. Yep. So then, you're out here. You can get healing here. Like I say, there's bins there. There's a couple of these things on the floor. And then you want to head it down. Just do this little run here. You basically check this room for one box. Bins usually get missed. If you're here late, bins are the one thing you might still get. These, you can actually get things out of these. Oh, there you go. Actually, don't have. Do I? No. That is worth £5, so I'm going to take that. These things also, when they're closed, open things. Again, another bin. Sick. These can open things. Well, I don't usually do them because they're quite loud. Again, obviously down here you've got one of these. I don't typically open these, but you can get lucky. So this one hasn't even been opened yet. You can get a lot of synthesized parts as well, which are good for making something. Can't remember what. That one has this. Like oil and stuff. The oil's always pretty good. Yep. Again, bins. Do bins. These black ones are the ones that you get the good shit in. box hasn't been done. This whole area hasn't been done. That's great. Yeah, see, there you go, deadline. Yeah, so this is the run. Then, oh, there's another, and there's always a box and those things in here. You get one of these, but I don't have it. You guys do. Nobody's done this route yet. This is crazy. Normally it's done. Oh, the broken radios are good for sensors. These are also good for sensors. Just look through that. So yeah, you don't fuck about breaching. When you get to this bit, get to this point as quick as possible and jump over this if you're coming from this side and smash these out. Obviously, if you're coming from the other side, try and get to that little room with those type lockers that are in that corner there. I don't typically check the computers, but the bins do. So there you go. Fuck. So there's a bin there. There's bins around this corner, sometimes down there. Definitely here. Bin over here. If you get to here and check, there's a bag there.
Down there.
And there's sometimes gun boxes and stuff. Obviously, if you jump over these like this, there's possibly three bins this side. There's bins over that side. I don't usually venture that far though, but I will today. But there's usually some shredders in here, so just be careful. Yeah, you just basically check that, and then obviously to do this jump, that's if you're getting out of this location, but this can usually net you some good stuff. And sometimes on there's also one as well. Obviously, if you fall down or need to get back up or whatever, there's a rope here.
Over there.
This rope. Oh, there's a dead body there. Takes you back up here. Again, you just run straight into the lobby. If you ever spawn at was it assembly or loading bay, you run through loading bay. So you get to this assembly, you run down the assembly here, where the blue bit is, and as you get to here, there's this jump. It's a really tricky jump. You sort of need to jump at this corner. There's some black bit here, this thing on the floor. You almost jump at the corner, jump up, flick your stick so you're looking up at this ledge, and then hold the jump button. So jump and then hold the jump button, and it'll grab it and get you to here. You then run obviously straight up the stairs and straight across to there. Hello. Straight across to there, and don't breach it. Jump into that little room and start your run. So you do the bottom floor, then up to the next, run straight across and into that room where I started. I started at the other side. Yeah, it's basically that. Right, so this is lobby. So obviously lobby is easy. So yeah, you run straight for this corner. Obviously, if you started late, the chance of getting anything is slim. Yeah, you can tell the bins have been done. There's a dead bug. Yeah, the bins have been done. That one hasn't though. I mean, I've had very, very, very friendly lobbies. I don't know why they open that, you just jump straight over this. But yeah, you want to open those two. People usually miss in here because they're so quick to try and get there. But yeah, these look great. Yeah, these have been done. Yeah, see, it's pretty much been done. This is the route. I'll just quickly run you through it again. Up here, blah blah blah. That's been done. Oh, grenade tube is sometimes here that hasn't been done. Yeah, that's been done, that's been done. Just follow it right up here. Again, there's bins and shit up here. Sometimes these. You can get lucky with these. I typically don't, ever. That's been done. And then you want to breach. Again, if you breach from the corner, it means you can then look behind you. If you breach from the centre, you can't. Normally, when I'm doing this run, sometimes a mag accelerator there, I don't go left into that bit. I always run straight to here first. Bin, 1 or 2 bins usually available. I don't usually open this, but I will just to show you. I usually run straight for this door. People, if I know it's been looted and I've just got there slightly late, I'll run straight to here first, because I know you can hit these, and these haven't actually been opened yet. Obviously these you can get a lot of sensors and stuff from, so they're good. Obviously up here there's sometimes a thing. You can go either way. Hello, friendly. Hello. Yep. Yeah. I'm just yeah, no worries. You can have what's ever in here. I'm just trying to do a tutorial to show my friend like a route. Bag up here. That's sometimes here. Bag. Box there. So there's sometimes a weapons box under here. There's bins, usually one there. Another box thing there. Usually one here. There's usually a bin here, which has been done. Like I say, these trolleys, usually on them, they have magnets, but sometimes they have magnetic accelerators. So they're really good for getting the pings. Oh, there you go, exit module. People seem to miss those. There's a bin over in that corner. Magnets. Magnets are also good for building shields. So yeah, check the bins. Now there is 2 ways to go if you're in Seedvault. One, right, where this little room is that you want to hit. So there's that little room in here that takes you back into like the theatre room. To get to lobby, obviously it's this one here. So to go out to lobby, it's there. You're coming in from lobby, the top of lobby here. You come in, you do a right, and then it's the first door on the left. If you follow it down here, this takes you to Seedvault. The atrium's there, which I never actually remember this route from the atrium. I always go the other way to get to the top floor. Actually, this way might be quite a good way, but yeah, if you're ever in Seedvault, it's just this one big long corridor here, and then Seedvault is this way. These are usually pretty good. There's 2 more here. They've been done. But yeah, Seedvault takes you down to here. Now, obviously, Seedvault is to your left. The extraction is to your right. Sometimes you spawn along here, so yeah, you just get to here. Run straight the way up. hit this thing, and then just head straight, and then you're in. If you get that spawn, it's actually not bad because you can hit this straight away and hit these and get a good chance of stuff, and even in here. The other way is it will and again, this is a very good spawn as well. I quite like this one. Is it will spawn you above these cultural archives. Oh, you didn't hear it. It will spawn you here above cultural archives. So if you ever start in here, you just run this way, obviously straight up here, and basically through there and start. What I tend to do is I would tend to go for those sort of crated cabinets first. This way probably isn't the best place to go because there's more of those black boxes and cabinets from the other end starting at the bottom, but this is also a very good, if you start here you can usually get a decent amount of loot because less people are running for this bit. They usually tend to go for the bottom bit. But yeah, that's basically the Stella Montes loot run, and then you just get out. There are other routes people like medical, but it's usually quite contested. Found this route, gives you a good chance of getting stuff without too much hassle. Obviously, doing it solos is a lot better. I get dropped stuff all the time in solos, especially if I'm trying to save up for expedition or I'm new or whatever. For duos last night, I wasn't having a lot of luck. Although duos is usually friendly. I got 3 out of 3 matches with just getting shot at in the lobby area. People sat at the very top shooting down on you. Was a bit weird. Friendly, as you can see, it's been pretty friendly. The other way I'm going to quickly check. Yeah, there's all of these little blue things. I don't tend to open, but they are actually quite good, especially for like wires and stuff. I want to check the atrium because obviously we've got Seed Vault. The atrium is here. Like I say, the atrium. Oh, it's opposite the cafeteria. All right, so you can either go completely opposite the cafeteria to get out that way, or, like I say, you come into here, open the left door, check the bins because they usually have. Apparently, these have a higher chance of dropping the blueprints, like the augment ones. I don't know how true it is. And obviously, you can check in here if you spawn here. I wouldn't prioritise this. If I started in this area, I probably wouldn't prioritise here over running up out the atrium. So yeah, you want to get here. So you can either, like I say, run up here, out there, and into the by the top lobby bit. But actually, thinking about it, if it's safe enough to do, wrong door. If it's safe enough to do, the best way to get out is probably where the cafeteria is. Just run straight over to where that number 4 is. Actually, this is a much better way to do it because then you're straight in here, and then you can just run straight into this room through either of these 2 doors. Hit these 2, hit this. You can loot around here, the bins obviously, and then you can either go out. So as you come out of this door here, you can either come out this way, boom, straight out here, hit these bins, and then head this way, or you can come out of this main bit here, and then again just run here, and then do the loop downwards. So yeah, that is the Stella run. Sorry it took so long to show you. Oh, and here, when you're on here, there's obviously things potentially at both ends. You can actually make this jump across. It's tricky, but you can make the jump. And Metro is still open, so you can. There's sometimes a backpack on there. yeah, that's Stella Montis. Can be the most friendly place on the planet. People dropping you Aphelion blueprints and whatnot, or it can be fucking hellhole. It really depends, but you're better off doing it solo, to be honest. Maybe duo. I wouldn't even touch trio, if I'm being completely honest with you.